Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. Get the ball. Hey, Alabama.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 29, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability and a sack result.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Cut. 120. Screen. Watch the screen. Cut. Watch the screen. Kill. DC.
On first down, gone. Completes it to Davis. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first down carry for Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the counter, here's McCoy. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 31, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
This is caught, Gronkowski. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll try and punch it in with Corral. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is left.
Now Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Henry running right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Derrick Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on third. Gone. He finds Humphreys. 7-7, our score after one. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 36, Goff toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Maverick. We're good.
Goff now to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Here's Goff. He gets it to Humphreys. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got a first down past the 30, and he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
First down.
That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Alert! Hey, wahoo! Single. 24 is the mic. Hey, that's good.
Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the gun, Brady throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Wait, that's wide, Eddie! Watch it, watch the run,
On first down, it's McCoy, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
24 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, echo.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Regular. 52 to Mike, 52. Hey, 166.
Here's Brady to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Brady closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Brady now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. Going up top. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Brady again. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff goes underneath for Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
11. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Hey, exit. 45.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. It's caught. Humphreys. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the gun on third down. Goff. This will be caught by Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On first down, Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hell, you won. Check 20. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing,
and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. Seibert on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Titans 21, Buccaneers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Again, it's Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
What we got? What we got?
Now it's gone. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Gone. Complete. Smith has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
The Titans on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. After the run, Goff going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Line 20. Tackle. Tie that left, tie that left. 4 down, 4 down. Check, left.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
That's it, baby. We go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Tennessee, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.